Alright, so today I want to shoot a video that is kind of a follow-up to a video that I recorded yesterday. Yesterday I talked in a video about the importance of luck when it comes to being successful. So if you haven't seen that one yet, I recommend that you click on this link right here and it's gonna take you to that video from yesterday. But in this video, I actually want to go even deeper into what is necessary in order to become successful. I want to get really nitty-gritty and identify the 3 ingredients that I think are essential for any person's success. Now, the very first thing I believe is that you have to have some sort of talent. You gotta have something that makes you stand out from the crowd. You gotta have something that gives you a unique advantage over other people, so to say. And I also believe that it is very important, it's essential that you identify that talent very early in your life. So the sooner you identify that talent that makes you unique, the sooner you are able to actually work on that talent and start improving yourself in that direction. And this is what it's all about actually. So the first thing is find your talent and find it as soon as possible. For that, obviously, you also have to try a lot of things that you're not talented in, as you will find out on the way. So you have to fail a lot. You have to try a lot of different things, find out what you really suck at, and eventually find something that you're really good at, and then just stick with it. So once you're done that, you can go to step 2. And step 2 is you gotta develop the skills that are necessary to really bring out that talent of yours. You gotta go and develop the skill set that is gonna take you from somebody who is merely talented to somebody who actually has valuable skills. Obviously, this is where a lot of people fail. A lot of people think that talent is enough to make them successful. And this is proven time and again that this is just not true. You gotta also have that work ethic. You gotta keep working on your skills day in and day out. You gotta really grind, and this is what makes all the difference between somebody who's just talented and somebody who actually succeeds in the end. It's not enough to only have talent. Reversely, it's also not enough to just work very hard. If you work very hard but in the wrong areas of your life, in the areas of your life where you're not talented, then there is no way that you can be as good as somebody who has talent and the skills. So find your talent, find out what you're really good at, then go and work very, very hard on developing the skills that are needed for that talent to really come out the fullest. But then, and here we come full circle with the video from yesterday, you also gotta have luck. I know this is a little bit hard to accept sometimes. A lot of people think if they're just talented enough and if they just work very hard every day, they're gonna be successful eventually. And this is also not true, unfortunately. You can be the most talented and hardworking person in the world. If you don't have the luck, you're not gonna become hugely successful. Every single person who's out there and who is successful got lucky at probably more than one occasion in his life or her life. So this is what I call the trinity of success. It's skills, talent, and also luck. It kind of forms a triangle. And all these 3 points are connected with one another. And if you only have 2 out of the 3, or only 1 out of the 3, there's no way you're gonna be successful. You gotta have all 3 come together in order to ultimately come out as a successful person. Just to illustrate these 3, let me give you an example. Let's imagine for a second that Arnold Schwarzenegger was my role model. I wanted to be exactly like he is. I wanted to do exactly as he did. So I wanted to become a bodybuilder, then a movie star, and ultimately also a politician. Imagine that was my main goal. This is how I define success, to be just as Arnie. Now, I'm a naturally skinny guy, as you can see. I'm not really buffed. So this is the first thing. I don't have the talents that he did. I'm never gonna be as big and ripped as Arnie was in his prime. Simply because I don't have the genetics for it. It's as simple as that. I don't have the same talents as he did, so this is the first step, and already I would fail. But let's assume I was as gifted as he was when it comes to bodybuilding, and I didn't work as hard as he did. Then I also would fail. If I had like the perfect body to become a bodybuilder, but all I did was lie on the couch and eat snacks and chips all day long, no way I'm gonna look as he did. So I have to have the talent, but I also have to have the skill set. I also have to have the work ethic. I gotta really grind every day. And if I don't do that, I'm also gonna fail. But if I had the great talent that he did, and if I also had the work ethic that he did, there's still no guarantee that my life would look as his did. So I also have to have the luck that Arnold Schwarzenegger did, and that made him the successful person that he is today. And I'm absolutely convinced that he had a crazy amount of luck in his life in order to have that much success in that many different areas of life. So I'm very convinced that if I just failed in either one of these 3 areas, talent, skills, and luck, there's no way I could have a success story as he did. And actually you need a lot of talent, a lot of skill and work ethic, and a lot of luck come together in order to become a person as hugely successful as he is. And this is really true for every kind of sport, every kind of profession, really every person who is famous and who is successful out there, who maybe became rich. For all these people, these 3 ingredients came together, these 3 ingredients of success. So sadly, the only thing that you as a person yourself can work on and improve on is the second ingredient, which is building your skill set. You cannot really do much about the talents you have. If your talents fail you, look for other areas to become successful in. And you also cannot do a lot about the luck. All you can do is build your skill set. And if you build your skill set in the right area, in the area that you're talented in, then you already are 2 out of 3. Then all you can do is hope that luck treats you kind and that it goes in your favor, and that eventually you're just gonna have that lucky break that is necessary to become successful ultimately. But note that you cannot just sit and hope for that lucky break. You also got to work very hard, build the skill set around your talents. So these three ultimately need to all come together. Then you're gonna become successful. Keep that in mind and talk to you next time.